Hello Internet, this is Brian from Digimorphosis, and today we're going to be looking at the Olight S1A Baton. This is a single AA light that they sent over to me recently to check out. I figured I would unbox it with you guys here. Okay, we see sitting right in there is the flashlight. Obviously it's a very small light. AA is probably about that long. We'll get into that in just a moment. And here we have the included accessories, instruction manual, and lanyard. I have mentioned this in a couple of my other review videos, but I've not unboxed the flashlight with it. I like that let's see if I can get up close here, they include a pin along with the lanyard that makes it very easy to thread. We've all probably been here before where it's a little hard to get it right through there, but this pin makes it so you can just very easily pull the lanyard through. You get rid of the pin when you're done. There we go. That's the easiest I've ever put a lanyard on a flashlight for sure, with their series of lights where they've done this. Nice little feature, but it really shows their thinking of the little things in these lights. Let's go ahead and open up the back here. You can see that it does come with a lithium AA, not to be confused with a rechargeable lithium ion. It says right on it, do not recharge, but it's nice that they gave you a really nice lithium AA for a nice runtime. And a note, in the manual I did read that they make a 14500 cell that's shaped pretty much identically to a AA, but it's a lithium rechargeable. It gives it a little bit more power for the high mode on this light. I don't own that particular battery yet, so this review will just be what this flashlight can do with the included battery. Wanted to bring this in so you guys can have a look at that real quick. It just goes through the modes that you have. The high mode is 100 to 220 lumens, medium is 50, low of 5. As you'll notice at the bottom here, you can only use the turbo mode if you're using that rechargeable battery, which in this case we'll not be doing, so we'll just, when we go outside, I'll be looking at the high, medium, low, and moonlight. As with other baton lights in Olight's recent series, the light is operated with this button up near the bezel. Click it just once just to turn it on. You can see that it's in low mode now, and to cycle through them you just push it down and hold it. And as you can see, it will cycle up, low, medium, high over and over again. When you're on the mode you want, you just let go. Now it's on medium. It does remember the mode that you're on, so if I turn it off, you'll see that when I turn it on again, it goes right back into medium. Per the instructions, if you want to access the very lowest mode, the moonlight mode, for when you need maximum battery life, when it's off, you just press and hold for over a second. And as you can see, that's very dim in the light of this room. We'll try it again when it's outside. And then if you want to get to strobe, it's a triple click. Straight into strobe mode when you turn it off. The next time you turn it on, it'll be in the mode that you left it in, which in our case here is the moonlight, which we'd click and hold now to go back up into the other modes. Alright, let's take this outside and see how it does. Alright, we're outside with the Olight S1A. I'm going to walk back where it's good and dark here. I'm going to turn on the low mode. Decent illumination on the ground right in front of you with this. Doesn't have a whole lot of throw distance, as I expected, because the bezel wasn't very deep looking at it inside, but for about 3-4 feet in front of you, you can make out decent detail of what you're looking at. But definitely there's not a lot of illumination past a few feet away from you. This mode would be as you'd expect for a pocket flashlight, particularly with a AA. They don't deliver the voltage of lithium-ion batteries, so you just don't get the brightness. This would be perfect for inside, looking under a desk, or little tasks like that. Not so great for outside. We step up into the medium mode. You can see this is significantly brighter. That tree that we're looking at there is probably about 10 feet from me. in person and on the camera. You can see it. This is not doing it justice there. I can see that tree in the distance pretty clearly in person. It's not picking up on the camera, but if we come a little closer on the ground, nice degree of detail there. Everything you look at is nice and crisp. Got a lot of detail on it. You probably wouldn't trip, you know, if you were walking around and using this to see where you were going at night. Good for hikes. Things up close. This tree here is probably about 5 feet from me. A lot of light detail there. No question what you're pointing and looking at. So, I like that. Okay, let's step it up into the high. Now, let's look back at those pesky trees we couldn't really see well a minute ago. Those are probably about 15 feet from me. And you can finally start to see some good detail on the camera with those. And we'll pan this way. Nice illumination of everywhere in front of you on the ground. It looks like on the camera there's sort of a hot spot, and there kind of is, but in person a little bit wider area than it shows here is lit up. It's a real nice mode. Pretty much everything in front of you you can see. And let me back up in my yard a bit. I want to see if this can go all the way to the back from further away on camera. In person, yes. In between these two big trees you're looking at, I can actually see all the way to the back in person. It doesn't look like it on camera. Now I wanted to add to the beginning of the video where they were talking about the 14500, I believe is the model, the lithium-ion battery that's shaped like a AA. That allows you to go into a turbo mode that I'm not able to show you here, simply because lithium-ion has a higher voltage. But what I would recommend anyone who gets a light like this do, you can get nickel metal hydride rechargeable AA's. Those don't have the voltage to give you the turbo mode the instructions mentioned, but they A, are rechargeable, and B, they tend to do well on high draw devices like flashlights in terms of run times. I do have a whole bunch of those, and I would certainly recommend, if you were going to get a light like this, that you get those and have a few of them charged at any time so you can hot swap. Alright, let's go back inside. Alright, closing thoughts for the S1A. I like this little light. It, as a AA light, it doesn't have the brightness and the battery life of the slightly larger batons in the series that use the 18650 lithium rechargeable, but that's to be expected. We're comparing basically 3.6 volts to 1.5. That's a big difference. But AA's have the advantage of being easy to find anywhere. You can get nickel metal hydride rechargeables for them, so you still have a good rechargeable flashlight if you want to do it that way. And I would in a future video love to see what this flashlight can do with the lithium-ion rechargeable optional battery for it. I wonder how much brighter it can get. Throw distance is, you know, about what you'd expect for something this small, but I mean, this is, as you can see in the hand, a very small light. If you clip this in a pocket, in a shirt, a coat, in your pants, what have you, it would be very minimal pocket real estate, very lightweight. Good for a purse for women. A lot of uses for this, and actually of the AA flashlights that I have that are single AA, I'd say this is my new favorite. In that class, this just has great brightness mode versatility, and its medium and high modes just really blow away some of the older lights that I have. So if you guys have been considering this light, I hope that was helpful for you. And if you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button to support future videos, and I will see you guys in the next video.